Honestly, I don't recreate much in the backcountry because I'm terrified of avalanches. But there are so many recreational opportunities in the central Idaho mountains, but it all has to start with awareness. Whether it's backcountry skiing or snowmobiling, people need to know the avalanche conditions before making tracks.
We cover nearly 2,000 square miles.
The Sawtooth Avalanche Center forecasts avalanche conditions in 4 different zones, from the Boulder Mountains through the Wood River Valley to the Smoky and Boulder Mountains, all the way up through the Sawtooth Range.
Really, you want to get educated not necessarily for your own good, but for the good of the people that you're traveling with or for your family at home.
Ethan Davis has been an avalanche forecaster for the last 4 years.
Oh yeah.
And that means physically going up into the backcountry.
The reason we're doing that is we're looking for conditions that might be conducive to cause avalanches.
Avalanche danger starts with the steepness of the slope. Anything more than 30 degrees brings avalanche danger.
So picture an intermediate run at the ski area. When you put that into the backcountry, that is avalanche terrain.
But to figure out if the snow is stable, Ethan digs a pit.
It gets pretty firm, and then all of a sudden, you just reach this layer that's really, really weak. And at the foundation of our pack is just this sugary, granular, weak snow that has been responsible for the majority of the avalanche activity we've seen throughout the season.
These daredevils told me they were specifically skiing in this location because the Sawtooth Avalanche Center predicted a low-risk forecast on this day. However, avalanche conditions are constantly changing.
We have really, really rapid warm-ups, or if we have rain or a lot of snow and a lot of wind, those are all things that can contribute to dangerous avalanche conditions.
Before you ever go out into the backcountry, it's important to have the proper equipment, but it's also extremely important to know how to use this equipment.
The very basic rescue gear that you should always carry every day out in the backcountry is a transceiver, a probe, and a shovel.
The Beacon training area just north of Ketchum gives outdoor adventurists a place to hone their skills and practice with this rescue equipment.
This is amazing for many reasons. One, because this is like where most of the backcountry recreating happens. And it's so easy to just like pull over to the side, do a quick practice.
The Sawtooth Avalanche Center also recommends an airbag pack that's designed to help keep someone on top of a moving avalanche.
The battery initiates a little fan that inflates this pack, and it'll cycle through.
When that cycle ends, the airbag will deflate and hopefully leave a pocket of air if someone does get buried.
Time is definitely of the essence. Generally speaking, you've got about 7 or 8 minutes.
Which leads us to our next safety point. Going out in the backcountry with like-minded people who you trust and who know how to use this equipment, that might save your life.
I do this for my friends because I'm always skiing with my buddies, and if we were to ever trigger an avalanche, I want to know that I can rescue them as fast as possible.
There's no guarantees with avalanches. A quarter of the people who die do so from the trauma of hitting rocks or trees.
Outside of that though, if you're carrying one of these, a beacon, a probe, and a shovel, you can bet that about half of the people that carry all 4 of those items and know how to use them properly are going to save themselves from dying in an avalanche.
Steve Dent, 6 on your side.